for next year.
Schools in the Bitterroot Valley face a similar problem after voters said no to their levy requests, and they're still trying to figure out how the state budget will affect them.
Allyson Weller explains how the lack of funds will affect students.
In Hamilton Middle School, students have gotten used to the computer lab with 11-year-old computers that for many is considered a last resort.
Well, they are slow, they're old, and they don't have like speakers or anything.
As you can see, it's probably really outdated, and we just really need new ones.
These students told me stories of lost projects, unexpected shutdowns, and time wasted just waiting for the computers to turn on.
By the time we get logged in and open up one website out of our 45-minute class, it's time to leave.
Since Superintendent Doobie Santee has been in office, they've ran the technology levy 3 times. He says they haven't been able to get the public to understand just how important it is.
Technology is critical. You know, we call it's the new basic for the 21st century.
In the most recent election, the $235,000 annual levy failed by 57%. Santee understands the tough economic times and says at this point the taxpayers are just maxed out. Hamilton did see an increase in enrollment this year, but without federal stimulus money, the budget will decrease by 2%.
We're up about 30 kids, and so again, you know, that keeps us from having to do some of the really dramatic type of cuts that some of the other districts are experiencing.
Santee says they have eliminated 4 full-time positions, but they were vacant from retirees. Santee said they did have to lay off a high school technical education teacher and a middle school music teacher, and they may have to make a few more cuts once they receive the final budget.
But there will be fewer opportunities for students and fewer options for students and more kids in classrooms elsewhere.
The Florence Carlton $150,000 general fund levy was also shut down by 78 votes. The levy was to help cover the almost $230,000 deficit. A number of employees in Florence are resigning and retiring next year, but that didn't stop the school board from having to eliminate and downsize a few positions. Superintendent John McGee says they had to lay off 1 kindergarten teacher, 1 third-grade teacher, as well as a part-time high school PE teacher. They also had to lay off a library aide, a special education aide, and a part-time special education secretary. McGee says they will have to combine a few classrooms, which will put them up towards the state maximum of 28 students.
There are hiddens. There are student discipline issues that classroom crowding can cause. There are learning issues, and we're hopeful that we can avoid those negative effects.
Reporting in Ravalli County, I'm Allyson Weller for Montana's news station.
Hamilton is still waiting to hear from the Office of Public Instruction about how the final state budget will affect final budget numbers. We'll keep you updated.